I can lay down beside you, I would. When nothing really matters, that's all I wanna do. I hope that you are safe and that I will see you soon. If I can lay down beside you, I would.
Hey guys, welcome. Now, we just got an incredible message ending karmic loops, and this is the time we're in. Now, this is a continuation onto this message, and I've never continued on a message as long as this one, but this is a very big message because this is so much of the path and what we came here to do. And it's connected to our abundance. So we know right now we are creating this shape. That's our goal. And we are creating this shape through love. And the animals are connected to us. And you know, animal spirits and the energy that animals bring, it's very sacred. We are right now using the energy of the beetle. And we are using the energy of the crab. Let's get the messages. Purity. This is connected to spirit. Kin essence. Continually moving and discarding brings freedom and light. Beetles come in a wide variety of shapes, sizes, and colors, and are found all around the world. Beetles are gentle omnivores who live on food plants, eating sap, leaves, fungi, and occasionally other insects. They also scavenge for fruit, plant matter, and some species are commonly known for opportunistically consuming the dung of herbivore mammals. These curious creatures have the ability to tunnel and burrow chambers to store food, as well as create perfect spheres of dung that then they can roll along for storage. After the initial birth stage, a beetle goes through a series of important changes to complete its self-renewal. They are made up into 3 segments, which gives them strength while maintaining flexibility and protection. Their hard shell is a shell-like covering, and it opens up to reveal beautiful translucent wings that allow them to fly great heights with speed in ancient Egyptian cultures. The scarab beetle was said to represent the god of the Egyptian culture. Scarab beetle has a strong association with the rising sun and the solar system. The fact that it had a ray-like antenna on its head and possessed such unique and precise capabilities. To roll balls of dung, beetles teach us that it is not what we are given in life to work with, but how we choose to use those tools to our benefit that matters. They are the perfect reminder that in order to stay pure at heart, we must remember to continually move our stuff out of the way, clear, cleanse, and keep moving forward. And that's what we're doing. We're moving our stuff, our dung, out of the way, and we're going to keep moving forward. And right now, that message is connected to the crab and the time that we are in, thanks to this Piscean energy. Crab, trust. And it's connected to the water. So beetle was connected to our spirit, and the crab being connected to the water. That is the feminine energy, the Piscean energy that was brought in as it's Pisces season. The cups. We need this water right now to water our seeds. And we know that we are in a time of trust. We're trusting. with the divine and what we can't see as we shapeshift and ground our heavens to the earth. Kin essence. Choosing vulnerability is the most direct path to growth. The crab is the ultimate symbol for putting on a tough exterior, wearing an emotional suit of armor, and exhibiting defense and aggressive behavior. The crab teaches us that while resilience is essential to thriving emotionally, physically, and mentally, it's equally important to honor our soft, malleable, delicate, and precious inner and outer beings as well. Their ability to walk sideways makes it easy for crabs to avoid oncoming threats and dodge obstacles with ease. Crabs communicate with each other using waving and drumming motions with their pincers. They trust in these unique abilities to help them maneuver through life's obstacles and stay connected with one another. Crabs teach us to trust that while there are others out there ready to lend their support, only you can truly help yourself move through the challenges and constant changes in life. And that's straight truth. And that's where we end codependency and we start allowing others to heal, harmonize, and raise this vibration and meet up with us. We don't jump down in people's pits and heal for them. That defeats the purpose. You know, we're teaching people how to fish so that they can, you know, continue on. We're not going to fish for them. And that's where our spirit comes in and higher self, and that's where the growth happens. Crabs remind us of the importance of protecting our whole selves. And although we must often move from one place to another physically, emotionally, or mentally, we have to trust in the process in order to survive and thrive. In doing so, we are on a frequency that is helping us to realize that we have outgrown that which is familiar to us, and to trust that in moving on, whichever direction we go, we will learn and grow as we move forward. And that's why we're closing the door to our past. The crab shows us that when we trust in the fact that we will be protected and supported wherever we choose to move, we become the best possible version of ourselves always. And this is about becoming the best possible version of ourselves. And right now the main message is find strength in who you're becoming. Find strength in who you're becoming. And that message was received with the last messages that we've gotten. Now that has been broken down, and we're gonna travel back in time, and I'm going to share that message with you guys right now, and it is connected to the readings that this message is connected to. What the masculine and feminine are doing right now in order to achieve what we are achieving. Let's take a look. And this is how the masculine and feminine are doing so. This is what we're creating here and why we've done all this work. We are we're in preservation of life and our dreams. A dream is dormant, not lost. The resistance to accept something positive, a slow awakening to love. It is okay to take your time. Emotional barriers, self-preservation may have become self-sabotage. Rejecting opportunity due to fear or doubt. We can't self-sabotage ourselves anymore. And we need to understand that sometimes there is a slow awakening to love. And that's why those snails are there. We have to be okay with taking our time. And we do not want our self-preservation to become self-sabotage. We don't want to reject opportunities due to fear. We need to understand that peace is surrendering, love is vulnerable, and allowing ourselves to trust and believe that love is here for us. You are safe and you are protected by the divine. Let love water the seeds of joy, creativity, and contentment that lie within you. And this is all about, now we're being productive here with the energy of the child and the children within our lives. And this is allowing the experiences that we've been through, negative and positive, to allow meaning to our life and to allow our life to be filled with meaning. And doing the work that we need to do to overcome the obstacles that we have, like stepping stones. And allowing these stepping stones and the effort that it takes to step over them to transform us. And this is when we just allow things to form. And the more we allow things to form, the more stability and solid they become. Also being able to see that the energy of the divine mother life is within everything around us. We just have to look. It's within nature. It's within us. It's within the children. We're seeing life here. And we're seeing the patterning of life and what forms growth. And that connects us right here to our rediscovery. Look, we've gone within and we've rediscovered the child. This is connected to our past, our present, and our future. And it's all about deep pain being transformed into wisdom and understanding. And allowing knowledge to be the tool that we need. And we have to be gentle with ourselves and understand there is strength in who we're becoming. And really, when we're feeling lost, we go back to our original self, and that is connected to the energy of the child. And the child has a direct link to the divine, as well as a direct connection to the masculine and feminine energies. And just knows how to play, create with wonder, and have fun, and get lost in this space, and create anew. We know the masculine is awakening right now, is in a period of enlightenment, and is forming peace with the energy of Buddha. And this is all to do to make these connections here of the masculine and feminine and the creation of our abundance. All right, so that's what the masculine and feminine are doing in order to find strength in who we are becoming and connect, because we're having a deeper connection because we're freeing the child and healing with the energy of the children, and that's giving us a stronger relationship with the divine and each other. The child is key, we know, in this transformation right now. Now, let's get our messages as we know we're working with the beetle and the crab. So, in working with the beetle, we're on the path of the moon. We know we're making the shape. We're making the shape. We're in introspection. And this reading has been broken down into 2 parts. And we are removing the mask. And in our last reading, I was getting a message for the removal of the mask from the devil energies. And our third eye activations we're having. And I didn't do so as I was meant to be here today, because this message is going to be very important. And we are doing so in the energy of the Hanged Man. That's where we're removing our mask. And it's in order to form connection between the masculine, feminine, and child, body, mind, soul, the heavens, the earth, and us. So in that energy of the Hanged Man, we are facing the devil energies. We're having the strength. We're going within. And we're facing the devil energies head on. And that is connected to the trees of our truth. We are creating with life here. And we know the trees of our truth is connected to the Hanged Man in the circle deck that this message is connected to. And that is connected to the inner child. And we know the inner child has the key and is creating with higher self, our divine knowledge and our flame and all the other elements. There's the inner child right there. And the inner child is creating with life. And that apple represents the feminine energy, as well as there's seeds there to grow more apples, to grow more fruit, to harvest. So it's connected to our harvest, as well as there's an acorn in the background, and this acorn is in the shape of a woman. And we know that acorns are symbolism for our pineal gland and pineal gland activations. So we are detoxifying our soul and we're moving away from the devil energies so our pineal glands can activate in order to see what we need to see and have our third eye activations connected to spirit, our revelations that we're having in the tower when our masks are removed. And this is connected to the energy of the ancients. We're going to get a message for what is happening right here. And it is connected to what is happening on the path of the moon with that crab. And that's where we're going next. But first, let's get our message. So, what is hidden right here that is coming to light? We're going to ask this deck right here. What is hidden that is coming to light? As we know, all that glitters is not gold. We are freeing the children. And our inner child is connected to our counterpart's inner child. There it is. The dead end. And they showed me this card when I sat down. The dead end. Wow, I can't believe it's here. Or can I? I can believe just about anything these days. The dead ends. The closed door, the final chapter, the impasse. Contrary to what its name implies, the dead end is very much alive. It is a force that stops us from moving forward as planned. It is thick, dense, uncompromising, a wall beyond all walls. With every bramble, thorn, and stone, it simply states, "No more, child. You have reached the last page of this chapter." It is a natural to resist, and it's very resistance and struggle, even harder to make our way, to prove our point, to hold on to what was. In this way, we fight for life itself. From a mythic perspective, the end you face is very much a beginning. There are doors opening all around you, just not the one you planned on walking through. If you are honest and courageous enough to accept, adjust, and adapt, the dead end becomes known as a life's beginning. Now, we're moving away from being stuck and intention, being unconscious, not being woke, not using our skills of being woke, knowing we have choice. And what we're moving towards is acceptance, humility, relief, reverence for change. It's time for change. That's connected to our great revolutions. And I love it. This song, it's connected to a song. Kenny Rogers, The Gambler. And Danny Hathaway is Giving Up. I love that song, The Gambler. You gotta know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. And I cannot sing a tune, guys. I can just dance. But hey, you know what? I know the song very well. My dad, they called him the Italian cowboy. And I listened to the song many times, and it's true. We gotta know what we're doing here, and sometimes we have to know when to fold them and know when to run. And that's the energy of the phoenix. The phoenix knows when it's time to burn up and create itself anew. It rises from its own ashes. And that's what we are doing. We are having an ending in order to have a beginning. And our ending, we will harvest from it. We will bear fruit from it. And it's the experience. You know, we have to know the darkness to know the light. We have to know what doesn't work in order to know what does. We have to experience this. We have to bear witness to it. And we don't stay lower vibrational and feel sorry for ourselves that we had these experiences. We raise up and we see we had these experiences in order to understand, in order to create a new. And now we close the door to what isn't working, our past, our old self, and we're hanging out, we're finding strength in who we're becoming, and we let that unfold, and we get lost in the magic and the mystery and the wonder. And we apply that. It's us who applies that, the magic into the mystery and creating with the wonder. And we need the inner child in order to do so. Now, we can reflect on dead ends in our past to lead us to unimaginable wonders. The moment you accept the ending, a feeling of grace will arise. Doors begin to open both inside you and in the world. And that's true. And you know, endings are the hardest thing for us to do as humans. But they're key in where we're going. And we know we've had our message. There's doors closing, but new doors are opening around us. And Yod being our destiny, and the path to our destiny was the path we did not think we were taking. So this crab here is leading us now to transformation and trusting in our transformation, because we know the beetle was bringing our spirit, our higher self, and our purity, and helping us to clear out the dung in our lives. And the crab is helping us to evolve, connect, and trust. And what we are doing is we are trusting in the fact that we are going to leave the space of the hanged man through the alchemy of the cups from lead to gold. And we know the lion is here, as well as the bird. The bird connection to spirit, the bird's eye view in order to expand, in order to create with the whole picture, and the strength in order to find the vulnerability to love and to love oneself. Compassion. In moving forward, that connects us to the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands is connecting to her ancients. And she's receiving downloads from the ancients as she hangs out with life. Look at all that life that surrounds her. Now, this energy is key because this is the energy that is connected to the lovers. We know that the Queen of Wands is creating with the fire energy, the masculine energy, the God spark, and the feminine energy of water, the mother energy that houses the masculine energy and helps form it into matter. And we are making this shape. We know we're making this shape. And once again, the alchemy of lead to gold is here. The coming together of yin and yang in order to create. And we're creating healing, and we're creating a new, and we're creating with knowledge. Knowledge that's also ancient, but it's also new. And this connects us to our fortune increase, our 10 of cups, and our 10 of pentacles. And this is what we came here to achieve. This is grounding the heavens to the earth through our connections, through our healing, through our expansions, because we're expanding like that Fibonacci sequence and spiral. Now, I want to get a message for the moon, and I want to get a message for Temperance. So, let's see what the moon has to say. Well, here we go. The earth element, stability, and that's the Ace of Pentacles, and the 10th house, the world, and that is the world. And this is now, we're expanding. We're expanding with experience here in the world. And we are expanding, we've come encounter with the devil energies. The world is connected to how we are expanding through meeting up with the devil, with our experience. And it's connected to Saturn, the Lord of Karma, and the Lord of Karma is here. And that's it. We need to use our wisdom in order to clear our karma. That's why we're ending karmic loops. And it's time. It's our time now. So we use our experience to create a new. And now we do start anew. This is connected to our new beginning. We end to begin again. And we are forming that. We're putting this into form with the Ace of Pentacles. Every moment and every event of every man's life on earth plants something in his soul. The earth element creates stability. Now is the time to draw upon your strength. Think of yourself as solid and sure as a rooted tree. The trees again. You are firm. Nothing can knock you out of your spot. Earth is the element of the signs Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. These are the signs that keep us centered, but more aptly fastened on the ground. Our spirits become stable, our souls deepen under the influence of Earth. The Earth element reminds us that we are engaged in the 5 senses. Our dreams become manifest in what is real, not what is imagined. Earth is the element of practicality and wisdom. Earth signs are about what is real, what can be proven, and what is solid in our lives. They have to do with certainty, what can be seen and felt, rather than what is imagined or dreamed. Earth tells us to take our time. There doesn't need to be a rush. We can achieve what we want while going through methodical steps. It all depends upon how determined and measured we are, how strong and self-assured. So now we're going to take the energy of Pisces, our dreams, connected to Neptune, reveries and mysteries, and we're going to see through our illusions of what's real and what we're actually grounding here and start grounding it and materialize. And we know the full moon is in Virgo. And this is a direct message to the fact that Virgo is now helping us to ground this. And Virgo's helping us to ground our healing. That's what Virgo's helping us to do. Helping us to ground our healing. Now, let's see what Temperance has to say. And I have the Angels and Ancestors Oracle in order to get our information. All right, Temperance. What's happening here? Wow. It's connected to summer. All right. Stag, trust and thrive. It's time for us to trust and thrive. And White Witch. Be the light. And Druid. Hold the space. And it's connected to summer, where we bask in our joy and light. And this is what we're doing right now. Spring is near, and that will be a time of cleansing in order to get ready for summer and our summer harvesting. Stag, trust and thrive. Come alive and thrive. Stand in your light and glory with grace and majesty. The stag brings graceful and powerful medicine into your life. In the Celtic traditions, the stag with his crown of antlers is known as the king of the forest and is a totem that brings protection in challenging times. In Native American traditions, he is greatly loved, for stags and deer have provided food for the people and materials that have allowed them to create medicine, items such as drums, rattles, and smudge fans. Although the stag has been hunted in the past and still is, he has strength, dignity, and poise. When this card arises, it can also represent fertility and sexuality, maybe an opportunity to explore your sexual side, with your spiritual integrity supporting you on that journey. And that's what we're doing. We're ending lust. We're ending lust because it's part of the devil energies and what's keeping us in addiction. We want to be able to now explore our sexual energies in a healthy way, in a healing way, a way that allows us to raise our vibration and feel connected to the divine. So now we have our spiritual integrity supporting us on this journey. Wow, thank you. Thank you. White witch, be the light. Take the higher road and choose the light. Remove yourself from lower energy experiences. The white witch represents the maiden aspect of the triple goddesses of paganism and modern Wicca. The maiden is a gentle, innocent, and pure aspect of the goodness, a loving soul who wants nothing but the best for the whole earth. Here she is joined by a horned owl, showing that she is willing to respect those with more wisdom and experience than she has, but she is also willing to trust what she feels to be right within. You are being reminded of the goddess within. Wow, that is so amazing. What a great message. So yes, we don't know everything, and we can grow and learn. We can grow and learn even from what we don't resonate with. It's not like someone's speaking to us and we don't resonate with it, so we fight them, they're wrong. No, you didn't resonate with that for a reason. So which is it? Is you don't resonate with it because it's something you don't want to see within yourself, you don't want to create within yourself? Is it connected to an experience from your childhood that you need to heal from? Is it just connected to something that you don't agree with, and why don't you agree with it? But find out why. Reflect, it's for being reflected back to you, so do the work to find out why. Don't get angry, just learn from it. Then, well, what's positive being reflected back to us? What can we learn from that? How is that making us feel? Because we resonate with it. We're having a positive charge with it, a positive experience. We can always add the positive charge to any situation within our life in order to continue to manifest our abundance. And the divine is here, higher self is here to help us with that. No matter what is happening around you, you have a choice. Choose not to be pulled into dramas, bickering, or energies that are just going to limit your joy. If you're surrounded by people who are hostile towards you or someone else, or in a negative situation, perhaps in your workplace, you are being invited to be the light. You are an incredible person who can really bring the light. So how can you change the energy? How can you redirect the conversation to love? How can you protect yourself? How can you help the person that is being picked on? Or are you the one who is guilty of causing drama? You will know the answers. Know also that you are being encouraged to shine the light you were born to share. And there we are. We're using our experience, we're being higher vibrational, we're connecting, and we're being the light. And that's what we came here to do. Starseeds and Twin Flames, we came here to be the light. And we came here to lead by example through us and show people the way. We're the leaders in this transformation, in this evolution of healing, harmonizing, and raising the vibration. And thank you to all of you that are here to do this with me. I love you guys. Now, that's connected to the Druid. We're holding space. We're going to hold the space. Hold things together. Don't make any sudden moves or changes. Stand strong, knowing you are where you're supposed to be. The Druids were the ancient wise ones of the British Isles. They had a deep connection with the earth, the sun, and the moon. Sounds like my kind of people. They were the scholars who centered the Ogham tree language, and they were known for their creative skills in storytelling, poetry, and craftsmanship. When the Druid appears, you're being guided to dig deep within you and hold on to your station. Hold on to your station, guys. If you're wondering what to do next or have a sense of anxiety about what is unfolding in your life, it's time to shift your perceptions and move back to a state of trust. We know, we have to trust. Don't change your plans or do anything drastic. Just trust in the process and let everything happen as it needs to before taking any more steps. Think of a tree. Yeah, that tree again. It has strong roots. yet continues to grow and bear fruit. Your life will be a reflection of this. It's time for us to be like the tree and reflect that energy back to us. Speaking of animals here and spirits, it's time for some tree. Sorry guys, that was a small interruption. It's time for us to have some tree medicine. We need some tree medicine within our lives. Now, let's just get a couple of messages here as this reading. I don't want it to be an hour long. And we're going here, I guess. Now, as we were discussing on our last reading, this vice versa tarot is just full of messages. And I want you to see the devil energies has made its appearance right at the top here. And we know that's what we're healing from. It's time. It's just time. It's time to create a new. It's time to show the world that we're expanding and changing, and we're not going to stay stuck in old paradigms, old templates. We're not staying stuck in karmic loops anymore. We are ending it. All right. And this is great. We're finding balance. We're finding balance of the dark and the light. We're finding balance of yin and yang in order to manifest. We know that the ships are a representation of what we're calling in, what we're manifesting, and that's the gifts being delivered to us. So we find balance of the dark and the light, and that we know we're creating to destroy and destroying to create. We're going to destroy what's lower vibrational, and we're going to create what's higher vibe with the light. We know we are the light. That's why we're freeing it. That's why we're cleansing the darkness in order to free our light. Hello, High Priestess. Okay. The High Priestess is here. And the High Priestess has the keys. She has the keys to the dark and the light. And what we're doing. And this is connected to the purification of our souls. And our soul's expansions. And what we need to see that's hidden within the light. And it's connected to fire, the masculine energy, and water, the feminine. She's connected to the moon and the divine blueprint, the energy of our ancients, too. So we are activating something within that's connected to our divine blueprints through the energy of the ancients. And it's connected to the beetle, our purity. And what is it? What is it? What are we connecting to? As we find balance, we know we're finding balance of the dark and the light, right guys? So right here you can see we're finding balance of the dark and the light, and this is what we're doing here. There's the freeing of the inner child. This is how we're freeing the inner child. I love how it landed right here. Here is the Three of Wands. Our purpose. We're finding our purpose in order to create our pathway home. That's what we're doing. We're finding our true purpose in order to create our pathway home. And it's connected to the way. And here's where we do find the way. And that's through trust and faith. And it's connected to our Six of Pentacles, the moon. And look, we've balanced our karmic scales. And not only that, we've added the generous charge. Look, he's got his karmic scales balanced. And he's sharing his money with this person over here. He's seeing what he needs to see, or her seeing what she needs to see. And is playing with the child and sharing with the child. Because we're balanced. We're not selfish anymore. We found the generous charge. And we ended. We had closure to start anew, to shut the door on our past, to let go of what was no longer serving us and keeping us stuck in a karmic loop. We ended that and we resolved our issues thanks to that phoenix energy, and that phoenix has freed itself from the cage with thanks to spirit. We've resolved our issues. We've resolved our karmic loops. We ended them. And it's through our resurrections, our connections to our evolutions, and restoring wholeness. Here's the masculine and feminine. This is this energy here. The masculine and feminine coming together to evolve. We're creating wholeness through the divine. And there's our lion right there in the corner, and our bird. Thank you, Temperance. And this is connected to the Six of Cups, our connection to joy. This is what we're creating through the purification of our soul. And there is the coming together of the masculine and feminine energies in joy, in happiness. We did it. Chakra healing and flow. The Emperor is sitting here on both decks. So, confirmation. The Emperor is helping us to find structure and expand with the light through the darkness and use our flame. And as you can see here in this image of the Emperor is connecting to the sun and the moon and creating with the God spark, as well as the water energies. And the water energies are in the shape of a cube in order to show us that the masculine is creating with the feminine energies in order to help us expand. That's beautiful. Oh, look, and there's a devil. We're ending crisis on the path of the moon with the devil energies. We're putting an end to this. We're freeing ourselves. No longer goodbye. And it's through finding strength to create with our cup. We're finding strength to create with our cup. We're finding strength to connect with the masculine and feminine energies through the water right now. And that's connected to the Piscean energy. Now, why is the Hanged Man relevant? The Hanged Man is relevant because we're working with the water energies right here and freeing the stagnant energies. That's the Four of Cups, Five of Cups. We're dumping it out. But see, this water's not going to waste. The water is to water our new beginning, the seeds that we're going to harvest from. All that water, we need a lot of water right now. You know, like think about it, like after winter, it's really dry out there. And we need a lot of water to penetrate the earth in order to expand life. So we need to free a lot of water right now in order to expand life. And that's the message. Now, let's see what's being activated and we're going to say goodbye. What's being activated here? It's connected to the Magician. Well, there it is. It's confirmed. We're working with the Pentacles energy once again. We know that here. We're working with the Pentacles energy, and this is connected to that full moon in Virgo. We need this energy right now. The Queen of Pentacles. A fairy sits on a mushroom, her hand raised in protection. Two snakes have been tied together, creating the illusion of Ouroboros. This queen knows the value of being open. She is also practical, for she tied the two snakes together. Her hand has a hamsa raised in a gesture of security. Her hat helps her to blend in with the mushroom she sits on. Her challenge is trying to be truly open to the world. The lesson she shares is being compassionate and trusting in the world. Nurturing, growth, trust, unity with all. And that's why we need this energy. We need to trust and open up back in the world so we can shed our light and share our light and lead the way in transformation. What we're doing here. And we are connected to the earth. Big time here. And that's where there's the eye. The eye is opening within her palm. She's manifesting. And that's why the magician is here. And the magician is manifesting with knowledge from his flame. Because here's the Nine of Wands, and this is where we're connected to the sun and the moon. And I love all of his flames are on his hat. He's been working with the flames energy in order to expand. And knowledge. Look, that's his connected to his divine blueprint and ancient scrolls. So he's finding the knowledge that he needs to find in order to expand with his flames. And that's helping him to manifest and connect. And I want you to see this magician is connecting. And he's got the staff. He's got the cups. He's got the swords. He's got the clarity. And he's in formation. He's connecting all the elements in order to form them. And that's what the Pentacles energy really is at the end of the day. We take the swords energy, the clarity. We take the cups energy, the feminine energy, what we're housing, how we're housing it here. And then we add the God spark, the expansive energy of creation, and we need the Pentacles energy to put all the other elements into form, and we're in formation with them, and that's the time we're in. And it's connected to the King of Pentacles. So now we have the King and Queen of Pentacles right here. And our karmic scales are balanced. We've created wholeness. We've achieved wholeness through our connection to the divine and the light and what we're forming through the other elements. And that's why the Four of Pentacles is so important right now. The Eagle King sits in his nest, prepared for action. He wears a sun disk around his neck. Feathered wands provide stability to his position. His foot has a tether. The king is no stranger to action and to holding his ground. The tether around his foot suggests that this person once belonged to someone, but he fought his way through to freedom. His wands help keep his position so that he can remain on top. He stares daring those who try to take him. This card tells us that in order to keep our freedom and all that we have, we need to be prepared to take action and to defend what we have. Discipline, protecting what's yours, and an achiever. Those are the key meanings of this card. And there we go. We freed ourselves from the devil energies. We unchained ourselves. Through action. We had to make the action. And there is the Four of Wands, the stability. You know what? These three women are all hanging out with Mother Earth. And they're all realizing the gifts that Mother Earth brings, the fertility that Mother Earth brings, as well as the transformative properties. And this woman right here, she's very fertile. She's pregnant. And that's why she's holding her tummy. And we are birthing what is new. We're going to get lost. This is getting lost in the wonder of discovery. We're going to get lost in the wonder of discovery. Okay. You know, we've got counterparts. We freed ourselves from the devil energies. We're now going to get lost in the wonder of discovery with Mother Earth. Oh, that was a little wild. Let's get a reshuffle. We're no longer connected to the devil energies here. We're creating stability of the light with the Four of Wands, with action. We're getting lost into the wonder. This is a fertile time. We are creating anew. Where are we going, guys? Where are we going? What's this about? I love it. There's the Queen of Cups. There's the Piscean energy. And look where we're going. We're going home. We're no longer being deceptive with ourselves. We're being reflective. And we freed the child. Look, there's the child right there. And there we are. We're nurturing the child and we're connecting to our gifts and we're connecting to our trees. The trees of our truth and the tree of life and the pathways that we are taking in order to manifest our way home, in order to create. And we know we're going forward with prosperity, to prosperity. We're crossing the bridge to new earth. We're doing it, guys. We're crossing the bridge to new earth. I put this down, so I want to say goodbye. But we're being expressive with our love. We're being vulnerable. We're opening up to the world. With spirit, we're moving forth. And it all had to do with the energy of the priestess, the high priestess. And there we are. That's where we free the child. That's what we're doing right there. We're freeing our light. We're freeing our light. It's go time, guys. It's time to create with our flames. Much love and healing vibes sent your way to create with today. See you soon.
You were safe and that I will see you soon. If I can lay down beside